Can everybody see me? I don't see a chat. I don't want to rotate this device. Okay, is anyone there? Is anyone there? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone see me? I do not see a chat. Oh, there's a chat. Okay, so I do have to rotate. I don't want to do it this way though. Oh, hi. Maybe it looks better this way. Hi, Lemmy Lemon. Okay. Now we're going to do it this way. I know it looks horrible. Hi, Mary. Hi, Bree. Thank you for being here. So, what happened half an hour ago? And I'm yelling. Am I too loud? I always think that. Hi, Donna. I always feel that when I speak lower, that you don't hear me. So what happened about half an hour ago, I saw a guy out there climbing up on the ladder. He had a regular ladder, just the one that you lean against things, not like the V ladders where you can climb up that stand on their own. No to what? You said better. So anywho, so there was this guy. He came with this ladder and he stood up against the power lines, literally the power lines, and he climbed up onto the power lines, onto this ladder, and he messed around with the power lines right on the back of my house. The power lines that go to my house. So, oh, thank you, Donna, and hi, Donna. So this guy was messing around up there, and I was not really decent. Plus, he was right there outside my gate, and he was messing with those power lines. I didn't want to approach him. I wasn't sure what he was doing. I was worried about him messing up something and throwing the power lines on my head and getting electrocuted. And I was worried what this guy, who he was. He was, hey Jerry, how is you? And Tim, and how is the arm? I know I had a quick chat with your hubby this morning when you were in there by the doctor. So, look, but at least I have my Grinch coffee shirt on. Coffee put the grin in Grinch. I had to have that today. I'm totally dressed down. I'm totally not wearing polyester because it's too hot for polyester, let me tell you. So, anyways, this guy on the power line, and he was up there fiddling around, and I called SRP, which was the power company. Hey, do you have a guy out there? It looked very unprofessional. He was just with this ladder against the actual power lines. That in itself worried me very much. And of course, he was not OSHA compliant either. He was wearing shorts and a polo shirt and no helmet, no gloves or facial protection, eye protection, none of that. So turned out, no, he was not an SRP guy. They told me to call the cops, so I called the cops. Of course, by the time the cops showed up, he was gone. But he was up there doing stuff, messing around with things. And that's all where the line that goes to my house, and of course on the other side, the house on the other side of across from me. And he was gone. He walks away. I go to the kitchen. I make my coffee. I see the cops pull by and say, okay, well, he's probably gone already. And come back in and my internet is out. So now I'm guessing this guy had something to do with my internet. So and all that happened. By that time, it was 10 minutes before 3. 10 minutes before to start streaming. So I'm trying to call Cox, and of course Cox is overloaded, and all happily tells me that there's no power outages in my area, which I know. I checked the website. There's no power outages, but this guy was up there. He was up there on that ladder, and he did something, and now my internet is gone. So I'm guessing whoever he was, whatever he did, he turned off my internet, and I don't know why. My bill is paid till next week. My bill is due again next week, so I'm paid up. They have no reason to turn off my internet. So I will worry about that here when I get done. when I'm done with this. And that's why I couldn't find my live. I figured I set up my phone because I obviously couldn't use my computer since I don't have internet. And then I went into my account and I couldn't find the live that I had set up ahead of time. That happened before. Where are those things? They're supposed to be like, when you go into the account, there's supposed to be videos, and then you go in there, they're supposed to be live. And then you go into live, you find your preset, your scheduled, there we go, that's the word. Your scheduled lives that that. So I couldn't find that. So I ended up just starting a new stream. And of course, because I had to use my phone with no notice, I didn't have time to set everything up and look pretty. I was trying to do landscape, but it wouldn't let me do landscape. I don't know why. Of course, on my phone, I have landscape turned off because I don't use landscape to look at the phone. But I figured to record YouTube, it would do landscape. But that's my least problem now. I'd rather come to you in portrait than not at all. Because I had a long list, a long honey-do list, lots and lots to talk about. But yeah, so that was the weirdest thing. And when I get done here, I'm going to call Cox back. I'm going to see if I can talk to a person. I did try to... I know, and when he came down the ladder, I could have just approached him and asked him what he was doing there, but I wasn't comfortable with that. I mean, he's out there in the back alley behind my house, and the alley is locked, so he must have had a key to get in somehow. And he just climbs around, but he was very unprofessional looking. Even the Cox guys have professional uniforms and have helmets and stuff on. So... well, yeah, I have electricity, and on Thursday I'll get my new air conditioner. On Thursday I'll have AC too. Yeah, that's another one of those things. I will have my AC techs on the roof when I have my sale Thursday morning, but my other option was to wait till next week, and I'm just not willing to wait till next week. I am so sorry. And I apologize to you all. If you watch my sale on Thursday, you'll probably hear the footsteps. And then occasionally Mildred go, because there's guys out there, guys up on the roof. But yeah, they're coming at 6. So hopefully the worst part is going to be done by the time the sale starts. So 2 hours, I don't know what they do. They bring in the crane, they get the old unit off the roof and put the new unit on the roof. So it's an all-day thing. But yeah. I had friend mail, lots and lots of friend mail, because I haven't done any friend mail in ages. And I had hauls, lots and lots of hauls. I was going to do all that today. I can still do that. It doesn't really look that great, but, it's okay. So, where do we start? Friend mail. Oh my gosh, I have so much. And I was in the middle of getting ready when all this happened, so I'm not all done. And yep, there's my coffee to put my Diddle. I love Diddle. He's so cute. So, I have a couple brooches I got. Oh, I got a lot of brooches I got. I got 3 brooches. The other one is here too somewhere. This one, I think that was the one Jamie sent me. That was a while ago though. And this one I got from Michelle. That was during Danny's sale. She found that for me. Hi Alice. Alice, how are you? Ain't that cool? That's cool. I know I showed that before briefly, but I want to put it all together. Then there is, yeah, the other one is here somewhere. I'll dig that out when I see it. Then one day I got another surprise from, I think it came from Michelle, Cozy Comfy Living, that had this in it. Ain't he cool? And it's the circus. It's a circus mug. I know MB from Fatbird Finds would be totally jealous now. And that was a gift from Christina Taylor. Thank you so much. That was cool. Oh, you're so cool. I love that thing. That was a real nice piece. Very nice vintage tiger. And then someday, whoops, what else today? Oh, yeah. Penny Sue. Alpine House of something. Sent me a whole bag of these guys. Now they're lions, but Cook my Konica. It's an old Konica advertisement. They're vintage. Aren't they cool? So those go in my packages. Some of them. Most of them. And then, of course, I got a... So then there was a day when I got a big envelope. A big, heavy, expensive envelope in the mail. And pull that out. Brie. Miss Brie Gia. You know, you could have saved the money on the envelope and just given it to me by during one of your drive-bys. Because Brie likes to do drive-bys. She likes to drive-bys at my house. She drives by, drops stuff off, or picks stuff up, and zoom, is just gone. So that's a nice notebook, which it'll come in handy. Me and my organization. The more notes I take, the better. The more likely I am to remember something or to look them up in the right spot. Because, don't even let me get going. Don't even get me started on that. And then there's, all kinds of stuff by my feet. And I don't know. There was this day when I had my sale with Catherine Young. And she had this tea set. Which is so cool. Got that teapot with those seagulls. And then there was like 4 or 5 teacups, where did that go now? I had it here. Oh, right here. With the teacups. I didn't bring them all out because they all look the same. And she had a couple of them, had a little cracks in there that you can hardly see. And I said, well, you know, and whoever buys this, I have one of those. I did have one of those, because I love those. Totally cool. But I said I'll just throw it in on whoever buys this, I'll send out my cup for free, so you have an extra cup. And then Ariana bought it. Ariana, the Withering Cottage, and had Catherine send it to me. That was a huge gift. That was amazing. I love that. I love that design. I love the bird. I love seagulls. I love those birds. So that was really cool. Thank you, Ariana, in case you're watching. And then in the package, of course, hey, Tim. Hey, Jerry. Hey, everybody. Stacy, May, Diana, Donna, everyone who I didn't say hi to. That was this. Ain't she cute? Hey, Peggy. Ain't she cute? Hey, Kathy. Look at that. And then there's that. So she sent that for me, too. And she sent this totally cool little rack. I love the design of this rack. That is nice. So that was gifts from Catherine that she sent me as a thank you for inviting her to sell with me. That was, I don't even expect any thank yous for that. I'm glad people come and sell with me. I enjoy that. So I'm grateful for them to do that. But if they want to send me gifts afterwards, I don't mind. Oh, yeah. So now on the other brooch, I was looking for it with all this internet. Oh, it is right here. So that came one day from Katie Vintage and Violent sent this, and Nettie bought that for me. That's another tiger. And look at him. He's hinged. He has moving parts. Ain't he cool? Wow. Yeah, wow, wow. And that came from Nettie. Nettie bought that for me at one of Katie's sales. One I missed because I love to watch Katie's sales, but I had that last month I had some moments where I just couldn't. I was so exhausted and so tired I couldn't follow any sales. I couldn't follow the chat. I needed a break. And that was one of those days when I took a break. So I missed that part. And that was a surprise. That's actually almost better. When you all of a sudden get a surprise in the mail and you're like, what? So yeah, he is cool. Thank you, Nettie. I did send her an email too, so I already thanked her, but I'll thank her again. Can't thank people enough for being nice and kind. That is so cool. So, and then I did a lot of shopping, which I really shouldn't be doing. My house is turning into a hoarding situation because, so much shopping. But, man, what am I going to do without my internet tonight? I bet that guy messed with my internet, but who was he? And Cox couldn't have sent him because I'm paid up. Everything is fine. There's no reason for him to mess with that. Oh boy. Can you tell I'm addicted? I have so many books to read. I should be happy if I miss out on the internet. Instead, I'm sitting here worried about watching my shows tonight, which are brainless anyways. I should be happy I can read. Man, I got some cool books that I need to read up on, like McCoy and Viking and yeah, and stuff like that. Some vintage stuff that I need to learn. No, it's not the modem. My new modem is good. It's actually a newer modem too. That's a whole nother story I'll have to tell you someday, Tim. Or Jerry. But no, that guy was up there on my on the electric lines. He was right on top of up there. I mean, that just was the weirdest thing. Hey Heather. Hey Peggy. And it's yeah, no, he did something. And I wish now I had stopped him and talked to him, because if he had told me he's going to turn off my internet, gosh, I don't know. So, yes, unfortunately I'm with Cox. I just got a notice the other day that T-Mobile now has internet in my area. I've been waiting for that because I'd love to go with T-Mobile. But right now I'm still with Cox. I've been with Cox since I moved here. Well, not since I moved here, but shortly after moved here. So, Stephen King, and yeah, those are good books too. Yeah, I'm lazy. I watch the movies, even though the books are always better than the movies, but the movies are quicker. Oh man. So yeah, I did a lot of shopping. I did some estate sales, which I know I briefly mentioned, and I've picked up some cool stuff, and I picked up some purple stuff. Look at him. Hi, I'm Purple Bear. I was part of a set because I had nothing to do with anything. I was just thrown in, and Tiger happened to find that set, and I happened to be part of it because I'm Purple, and Tiger likes purple. Yeah, Brie, I should do that. I should definitely do that. I didn't think he was going to turn off my internet. I was more worried about him killing himself up there, because whatever he did was not professional. So yeah, that bear had nothing to do with anything. I bought lots of Mexican pottery and Talavera stuff, and for some reason that was part of it. I don't know why. It says February it's a February birthday for Amethyst. I was always told Amethyst is September, which I like better because that's me. But yeah, he is totally cool. Now my favorite piece, I should hold him up as a place filler while I'm moving over, because of my phone it doesn't look like my favorite piece. Look at that kitty. It's a huge kitty. Look, the purple bear can ride the kitty. Yeehaw! Rodeo! The Piper Bear can ride the Talavera kitty. But seriously, look at this kitty. It is huge. She is like 9 inches long. And she is marked. Yeah, she had a little slot back here. And I'm sure they did that because during the firing, they need to do that to let the air out. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I know when I was a kid, I made a kitty once. I had a pottery class. I was about 5 years old or so, and I made a kitty, and I made sure that the hole was back there where it belonged. I still have that kitty too. So that was one of the Talavera things. There's a lot more. Then I have the plate, which is really nice. And then I have, whoops, let's see, where are they? A couple of candle holders. Those are really cool too. And it's probably backwards now because of the stupid phone, but hey, I appreciate the phone. I'm very grateful I have the phone, and I'm very grateful I have unlimited internet on my phone. So I don't have to worry about that. I remember the days when that wasn't the case. And then there were a couple of pieces that looked to me like homemade, but they're really cool. Because look at that saguaro. They are, whoops, very fitting for Arizona, but they look like, in fact, right here, they look like some kid may have made that. But it's kind of cool stuff. Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to sell some of that Talavera. I'm not sure about the kitty. I really love the kitty. I may keep her, but the plate and the candle holders are definitely going to be sold. And then this was part of it too. I have no idea why they threw that in there. That had nothing to do with it either. That's more like a tie-dye thing, and that is cloth. But those are totally cool. And purple. I swear, I accidentally bit on that stuff just because I saw purple. I mean, those colors. I don't know what these are. Oh, this is my favorite. September Sapphire. Okay. Thanks, Mary. I wasn't sure. Martha. A couple of people told me about the sapphire. I never know anything about birthstones, just what people told me. And I always liked the idea of having purple as my birthstone, so I kept that. I kept that mystery. So these things, I don't know what they are, but they are definitely cloth. And they are very, you know, but they're really nice. They're beautiful. I don't know what to do with them, so I'll probably go up for sale. In fact, I have a couple of sales this week, so they may come up for sale. Now, what I did not get an auction, but I found at the thrift store. Isn't that the coolest? It's a frog in a bathtub. And it's pottery. And there's a frog in the bathtub. And the frog sitting on the bathtub. Actually, we're going... So that one, I'm totally in love with this piece. I don't know if I'll sell it or not. For now, I'm going to hang on. Look at him. Look at the face. Whoever made him did a real good job. Hot bowl cozies. Cool. Thanks, Brie. I never heard of hot bowl cozies. But I believe you. Because I know you're smart that way. Let me put him away. So then another main piece I bought, and I spent a lot of money on these. And those were the ones that were very disappointing in the end when I picked them up, because some of them were a little bit damaged. This whole set of Ken Edwards dishes. Aren't those beautiful? And they're signed. So there is this one. And there are 3 mugs that go in here. Like that. See, the mugs go in there. They fit in there. So they don't have coasters, or what are not coasters? What is it called? You know what I mean. Hey, Nate! How are ya? That's the Meister. And look at those. Aren't they beautiful? And then there's the butterfly. Whoops. Let me turn it around. Here's the butterfly. So that is totally cool. Then there's another set. There's another set. That looks a little bit different. That looks like this. And there's another signature. And there's 2 more mugs. So I have 5 mugs total. Oh, 6 mugs total. Excuse my math. 6 mugs total, and this is the one that, no, this is not, yeah, that's the one that's shipped. See right there, they did not disclose that in the auction. And that was an estate sale auction, so, and I ended up paying way too much money for that. It was one of those where I was like, no, I mean, you're not gonna have it. If I have to mortgage off my house, I'm gonna get the set. And here are these two dishes, 2 bowls that also come with it, and this one is the one that's, again, chipped. So these two pieces were chipped. This bowl and that mug. So I'll still sell them as a set and disclose the chips, unlike those guys. Because if I had known those chips, I probably wouldn't have bid this high on it. And I was wondering, maybe those chips happened after the auction. Maybe when they put all that together, they weren't paying attention when they grabbed them. Because when I picked them up, they were all sitting on the floor in the front room and all put together. So maybe that's what happened. So maybe they weren't shipped when they initially listed them. And then, but they should have at least said something. And then I found that these were part of one of those sets too, which I believe those are little sushi plates, sakuras or whatever they're called. These are small ones though, and they're probably newer. They're nice, but yeah, kind of purplish too. So I guess I bought a purple lot. So those are nice, but yeah, again, nothing that I'm going to. Sorry, excuse me. I don't mean to look away from you, but I'm also trying to put stuff away without breaking it. You know how I am with breaking stuff. Yeah, we all know what happens when Tiger's not paying attention. And that was part of the Ken Edwards lot, is the Mara mug. That was ultimately why I bought this lot. Because I felt so in love with this mug, with the ships. Actually, they're boats, because they're yachts. They're not the tall ships. But still. Hey, Debbie. I love that mug. So I have to test that mug one of these days. I will use that for my coffee. And of course it's signed. But yeah. And the colors. And it's one of the big ones. But her mugs are usually pretty big. So yeah, that was one of the reasons why I bought that Ken Edwards set. And I picked this one up randomly at Guccieville. I don't know why. I think it's brass. It's kind of a nice little fruit plate, and it is dated 1983, I think, says. So it is marked and dated. But it's a cool piece. That may be in a sale coming up very soon. We're breaking things. We gotta break things. Oh, and the kitty plate. Look at that. Ain't that cool? It's huge. I saw it in the picture and fell in love with it, and it was like an afterthought. I had already interest in that one lot. I can't remember which one it was part of now. I think the purple lot. And then, but with the picture, it didn't tell me how large it was. I mean, I can ship it, so if anybody wants to buy it, I will be. But it is fairly heavy and fairly big, so. But it's a beautiful piece, and I think it's a homemade piece too. Ain't she cute though? Look at her. Here's the back, and there's an AN in there, so it's got a little wire so you can hang it. So whoever made that, I don't know if it was a child or, but I just really love that kitty. I love that kitty. That's a cool plate. It's huge. A platter. It's huge. You can use it for your lemons or your fruit or vegetables or anything. So that was that. I'm looking around, and now for things that did not come from the auction. For instance, I had a little, excuse me. I apologize for moving around and kind of moving out of the picture. That's just in nature. Hey, Desert Gal. That's in the nature of having to use my phone. I'm grateful for the phone. I'm grateful it works. I'm grateful I have the internet on my phone, so at least I can use that when my rest of my internet has disappeared. But look at my little owl I found. The smallest owl I've ever found. But he is gorgeous. Now that was a Guccieville find. He is gorgeous. Now, the kicker. Check it out. The back. Ta-da! Isn't that something? Now that's kind of scary that human face. That is just kind of scary, but I love the design. Design on his back. There's a little cactus. Yeah. And there's the bottom. But man, that thing is huge. But that was a good find. And yeah, it's shippable. Again, it is, and it definitely looks vintage. It definitely looks vintage. It's in good shape though. So that's probably gonna go up for sale at some point in time. And whoops. I have some smaller things. These were part of the Ken Edwards lot. I have no idea why. They look like the German, what's it called, the salt glaze, whatever they call that. But these do not, I don't think those are German. They feel a lot flimsier than the Germans. They're not as thick and heavy. They're thinner and lighter. Oh yeah, Desert Gal, we met that day when I picked up that Ken Edwards stuff. I was complaining to her about those chips, like, look at that, and she picked up some cool stuff, some cool vases that I never got back with her on. She asked me how to find research on those. I don't know nothing about vases either, but I know some of you do. So there's 2 more, so these 4 were part of that lot. And again, I don't know where they come from. They're not marked, they're not signed. They look like the German ones, but they're not. They're lighter, they're thinner, and they don't have the right colors, but they're nice. They're really nice. You can use them for shot glasses. You can use them for portions if you marmalade or jam, if you want to just dish up some in the morning for your breakfast, if you do continental breakfast. So many uses for these things. They're really nice. And then I fell in love with this piece, which is nothing old, nothing vintage, but totally cool. It's a Tivana tray. Look at the colors. It's purple. I just love that thing. That I picked up at Guccieville as well. Now that's nice. I may use that in my kitchen. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll use it for my dinner or something. No, I don't think Desert Gal has a channel, do you? Look at that plate. And again, it's purple. It's huge again. I fell in love with that. It is one of those things that I found at Guccieville. It's a big one, but it's beautiful. And I don't know why that is in the middle there. That looks like a little, whatchamacallit, maze or whatever. But that is just, I fell in love with this thing. This is one I would use myself too for fruit or vegetables or something. To put my apples on there or something. I have so many plates and bowls. I gotta start eating more fruit. Even though I'm trying to lose weight and fruit is not good for you. That's what's so confusing. It's supposed to be healthy and good for you, but it has a sugar content. But you can't live completely without sugar either. I don't know. This is all too much. Oh, and this piece I bought a while ago, and I've been using it, which I fell in love with that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that the coolest piece? I love that thing. I don't know where it comes from. It's a heavy crystal. It has a lid. If you have headphones, earplugs, careful, I'm gonna make a sound. No earplugs now. Doesn't that sound cool? So yeah, I sold my other one that I used and now I'm using that over here by my side. And I'm gonna start making some iced coffee again. It's too hot for hot coffee. And then I found this guy. I fell in love with him. He's a wooden birdie. Birdie. Hi, I'm the parrot that sits on Jack What's-His-Name's shoulder when he's not looking. Look at me, I have colors. I'm made of wood and I'm sitting on a little wooden stump. There we go. Oh, he's so cool. Hi. I look so real, don't I? And I don't make all this noise. See, birdies make noises. This guy doesn't. He's quieter. So I kind of like him. And for the first time in my life, actually my second time in my life, but the first time in my life, knowingly, I picked up an Avon piece. Because it's cool. I know people love this kind of stuff. So that's going to be in a sale coming up too. Probably as soon as tomorrow. We never know. And then, oh yeah, check this out. Now, I really have no idea why I bought this, because there's no market that I have to sell these to people to. Words. There's no market that I know of for these things, but it's so pretty. From Honduras. It's feather art. Look at that. Ain't that totally cool? That is a painted feather. It's a small one. So if you don't have much room on your walls like me, there's always room for that. Plus it's light, so that's a real nice piece. I love that. I have a mug too somewhere that I don't have right now. Yeah, I picked up at a thrift store a while ago. That is Honduras. That looks similar. That has a little village like that painted on it too. They are so beautiful. Just for that. Then there is the little McCoy tortoise. And yes, it's a McCoy tortoise. A little small planter, or whatever you want to do with it. And he has a number down there. I think it's 201A or something, or 204A. I don't know. No, she, I guess. Whoops, I guess she's a girl. Her lipstick is coming off a little bit. And the eye is coming off a little bit. But, you know, we're all not getting any younger. And with age, these things happen. It's no big deal. It's no problem. It's just cosmetic, right? It's just a cute little turtle. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, and one more Talavera piece that came out of that Talavera part at the auction was this mug. Actually, it's just marked lead-free Mexico. It's not marked Talavera, but it matches the rest. That's really pretty too. I had that sitting over here. And then there is a set of salt and pepper shakers. I'm not salt and pepper. What am I talking about? It's been a long day. I have no AC. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on in my life right now, because my internet has disappeared and I'm a mess. Tiger's internet disappeared and Tiger is a mess. Go figure, right? Aren't we all addicted to something? And a lot of us are addicted to the internet. I'm not the only one. But I'm extreme sometimes. I can be. But look at those. So we have a creamer and a sugar or something. And these are, what's the company called? Williamsburg Pottery. I think I had a piece of their stuff before. I think it's sold now. So that's a nice set there. I like their stuff. Their stuff is really nice. And there is not Williamsburg, but beautiful. A little birdie creamer, and that's a bigger one. Let's see. What is that again? I forgot what that says. Oh, I think it's this way. There you go. It's made for something, Northwood, New Hampshire or something. But look at that bluebird. That's a Bluebird of Happiness. Have you ever seen one? Never mind the glass ones. This guy looks happy because look, he's got trees. He's in his environment where he belongs. He's got green stuff. He's got ground. He's not just made on some glass thing and sits on somewhere on a shelf or something. No, he has the whole natural environment around him. That's a lot better. So he is a lot happier than those other birds of happiness, and he's blue too. See? I need to get my little tie guy back. Here's my little tie guy. I should hold him up. Doop, 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 doop. He is doing the break dance. While Tiger's taking a break to move to grab stuff from over there, he's dancing. So he's Tiger's break dancer. I don't know what that is, but that was part of one of those auction lots as well, and that's really nice. Just small, but really nice. Nothing wrong with small. It doesn't always have to be the big sizes. Small is easier to ship anyways. Then there is, look at that. It's squirrels. I know some people love squirrels, some people hate squirrels. Can't please everybody. But I really like these squirrels. I love that plate. And it is from Czechoslovakia. There is the signature, and it is from 1923. So it says what was it? I read that before, but I forgot now. Let me... H. Schäfer, 1923. Schäfer. Good German name. What do you expect in Czechoslovakia, right? Right. So it's from 1923, and look at the shape it's in. It's a real nice little dish. It's a small one, but it's beautiful. Like the squirrels. Like the squirrels. And I have no idea what that is. That was part of one of these things. Oops. Thumbs. Yes, please. Thank you, Bree. If you wouldn't mind. Hey, Jeannie. If you wouldn't mind hitting that thumb, I appreciate it. So these are like bubbles. Not like bubbles. These are bubbles. Totally cool. Totally cool, right, Joanne? Yeah, that's why I'm getting my AC on Thursday instead of next week. I didn't want to wait any longer, and that's why I'm getting the expensive one. I probably could have saved a couple of $1,000 if I had shopped around and gotten more estimates, because the company I use is the middle of the road company. They're not the cheapest, but they're not the most expensive either, but they do a good job. I've worked with them before. I trust them. So that is important. Hi, Lena. Thrifty Hippie. Hi. That's important. So, and I do have to do duct work and everything. So, you never know. It would have been, it's either way, it's super expensive. And I tried to get another estimate from another company, and their earliest appointment for an estimate was the 26th. So I had to wait 2 weeks just to get an estimate, and then I know it would have been at least another, I don't know, probably a month until they were able to schedule my installer if I had went with them. So I would had to wait till the end of June. No way. No. No. I'm paying the convenience fee and getting it done this week. So there's a totally cool little blue plate. Now it's a small plate and it has bubbles. Well, those bubbles are really bubbles. But I think it's cool. I like that. I like the bubbles in there. So there's really not much you can do with it, but you can maybe put your rings on there or your necklace or something, or your little jewelry at night or something. But it's just a beautiful piece. So there's that. Oh, so much cool stuff I got. So much cool stuff. We're almost at the end too. But that's okay, because I gotta be done here pretty soon. I don't know, Tim and Jerry, are you still doing your sale today after everything? Because you are scheduled. So I know Tim and Jerry are supposed to come on. So we'll see what's gonna happen with that. And then there was a set of coasters from Greece. That's the whole set with a thing there. So cool. So Tim and Jerry are going to come on Vintage and Vino in 15 minutes. Or is it 10 minutes? I know I was late with all my issues. So they're really cool. Now, if you like Greece, this is a thing for you, because they are so typical Greece. The blue and the white. Oh, thank you, Bree. Appreciate that. The white buildings and the blue sky. So they're all different designs. No two designs are the same. So if you like Greece, if you're interested in a set of Greek coasters, let me know. And I do believe they were made in Greece too, because they are, they're marked. There we go. Handmade in Greece. So they're really cool. Oh, and there's one that has the boat in the water. I love Greece. Greece is beautiful. I was thinking about moving to Greece, but it's too much hassle to try and learn the language. I'm too old to learn not just the language, but the whole alphabet, the writing, the letters look different. That's why I didn't learn Russian. I tried to learn Russian. Russian is an easy language to learn. But the Cyrillic, is that how you pronounce it? Cyrillic alphabet, that's just too much for me. I'm too old for that. I'm just too old for that. You have 997. Hey guys, if you have not subscribed to Vintage and Vino, please do it now. They only need 3 more subs to hit 1,000. Let's get them to 1,000. Come on, guys. Come on. We can do it. Subscribe to Vintage and Vino right now. Please, 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 please. Let's see what happens. And if you are the 1,000th person, and if you come from my chat now, let me know. I'll send you this as a gift. Number 1,000 gets this. Tim, you gotta let me know who number 1,000 is. And if they came from my chat today. Let's do it. Let's do it. So. Oh boy. That was most of the stuff that I had to say. I still have a few minutes. And we gotta talk about the schedule. Because tomorrow, yours truly is on Comfy Cozy Living, Michelle's channel, at, I believe, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern. So I will be visiting with Michelle. It's been a long time since I've talked to Michelle. I'm looking forward to catching up and hanging out with her again. And then on Thursday, of course, our regular sale with none other than Becky of Vintage Viking Treasures. She will be visiting me on Thursday. So if you come on Thursday, you'll meet Becky if you haven't met her yet. She's totally cool. And she knows a lot about glass. And guess what else? Sunday, the Huckster Hop, which is the latest, whatchamacallit, the latest, there's a word, his latest term for it. He does the shop hops, where a bunch of people get together and everybody records a half-hour sale, and then they get organized and drop sales. Yes. So Sunday, yours truly will do the drop sale with the Huckster Hop at 9 p.m. Eastern. I will do half an hour, and I've chosen to do a $5 pottery sale. $5 pottery that some of it is newer, some of it some of it is older, but I have some cool pieces. I love my pottery. Hey Karen, that's okay. You'll be on time for Vintage and Vino. So hey Vinny, thank you for stopping by. So yeah, and if you have not subscribed to Vintage and Vino, please do it now. We want them to hit 1,000 now. So they probably hit 1,000 already, right? I can't look because I'm kind of holding on to a purple beer. So yeah, this is this is totally cool. Thank you, Maggie. Appreciate it. So yeah, I've got a super busy week, and I've been working hard. I've been working on getting my house under control, and I'm slowly but surely getting there. And yes, Vintage and Vino is next with their sale. We have what, 5 more minutes? They hit 1,000. Yeah, you did it! Woo! Happy. Oh, I have nothing here to throw. Woo! 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 Happy dance! Happy dance! Congratulations! You did it. Who gets the gift? Let me know who gets the gift. I hope we can figure that out. I'm sure there's a way to figure that out. So, wow. Cool. I'm so happy I was there for that. And Jerry, all my best for you and your surgery. I know everybody's going to find out about it in the next hour. So I will slowly finish this up because I know you guys gotta get ready and everybody needs to move over. Oh, you know what though? I forgot one more piece. Look at her. Ain't she cool? She was a Gucci will find too. I just love her. I just love her. She's gonna stay with me for a while, I'm sure. She's got a skateboard for arms. A skateboard? No, yeah, kind of like a skateboard or a surfboard. I was thinking surfboard. Surfboard for arms. So yeah, I got a bunch of these little wooden figurines. I got a Buddha even. I don't know why I have a Buddha, but I love wooden things. She's very, very dainty though. So yeah, she's going to be in my shelf over there. I'm still working on getting my shelf cleaned up and redone. Mike! It's not hump day, but Mike is here. So that was, yeah, she's been sitting here this whole time and I forgot to lift her up and show her. How rude am I? So, stop on by tomorrow on Michelle's channel, Comfy Cozy Living at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then stop on by this channel you're on right now at 11 a.m. Thursday to hang out with Becky and I. And then Thursday and Sunday, check out the Huckster Hop. That'll be fun. I think it starts at 5 and goes till 10:30. I think it starts at 5 and goes to 10:30, and I am on at 9 p.m. Eastern. And I am quoting only Eastern because that's what most people do. And if you're in another time zone, you're used to it too, and we all know how to figure our own time zone from Eastern. Now, from Arizona time and Mountain Standard Time, as opposed to Daylight Time, that's a lot different. That's a whole different ballgame. I'm not gonna start that again. No. I'm not. And now I'm gonna go ahead and head out, and we'll end this totally cool. Oh, cool. I missed you. Well, you should have said something. We could have met up for lunch. I'm in Mesa. Well, you know that. So anywho, we will see you all later. Enjoy Vintage and Vino sale. We'll see you all over there. And you all know the deal. You all keep it real. Kaboom.